In early 2025, relentless rains swept across Jamaica, turning quiet rivers into raging currents and familiar streets into waterways. News reports spoke of damaged bridges and emergency rescues, but behind every headline was a family holding its breath, praying for morning. This is the story of one such family, love tested by water, fear, and the fierce determination to survive together. The rain had been falling for 3 days straight over Jamaica. What began as a steady tropical shower had turned into something darker, rivers swelling, roads disappearing, homes trembling under the weight of rising water. In a small community just outside Montego Bay, Alana stood at her kitchen window, clutching her phone with shaking hands. The river behind their home had never reached the back steps before. Tonight, it had swallowed the yard whole. Her husband Daniel was on his way home from work in Kingston when the government issued flash flood warnings. Roads were closing, bridges were underwater. His calls kept breaking up. "Stay upstairs with Mama and the kids," he had told her over the crackling line. "I'm coming." But coming home was not simple. The water reached the first floor just after midnight. Alana carried their youngest daughter, Amara, while her son Joshua clung to her waist. Daniel's mother, frail but determined, refused to panic, clutching her Bible and whispering prayers over the sound of rain hammering zinc roofs. Then the power went out. Darkness, only lightning revealed, the chaos, furniture floating, walls trembling, the river roaring like something alive. Alana's phone buzzed. "I'm close," Daniel said, breathless. "The main road is gone. I had to leave the car. I'm coming through the back trail." "You can't," she cried. "The river," but the line cut. Daniel had grown up in these hills. He knew the back paths, the shortcuts carved between mango trees and limestone ridges. But tonight, they were rivers themselves. The current pulled at his legs as if trying to drag him away from everything he loved. Every step forward was a promise. "I will reach them." He wasn't just fighting water, he was fighting fear, the fear of not making it back to his wife, the woman who had been his anchor since they met at a summer festival in Ocho Rios years before. The woman whose laughter once made him forget every struggle. The woman carrying his children upstairs in a house that might not survive the night. Back at home, the water reached the staircase. Alana could hear debris slamming into the walls. Joshua began to cry softly, trying to be brave. Amara buried her face in her mother's shoulder. Then through the storm, she heard it. "Alana," his voice. She ran to the upstairs window and saw him soaked, muddy, fighting through waist-deep water toward the house. "Daniel," she screamed. He forced the front door open against the current and climbed the stairs, 2 at a time. When he reached the top, he didn't speak. He just held her. In that moment, the storm disappeared. Water still roared below them. Wind still shook the house. But between them was something stronger than fear. "You came," she whispered against his chest. "I will always come," he replied, kissing her rain-soaked hair. "Nothing in this world can keep me from you." The rescue boats arrived just before dawn. Local volunteers and emergency crews navigating through what used to be streets. Families were evacuated, one by one. When it was their turn, Daniel carried his mother carefully. Alana held the children. As they stepped into the boat, she looked back at their home, damaged, broken, but still standing, just like them. Weeks later, as they stayed with relatives in Mandeville, rebuilding plans slowly taking shape, Daniel would wake in the middle of the night, still hearing the river in his dreams. And every time he would reach for Alana, she would already be awake. Their fingers would intertwine in the dark, silent reassurance passing between them. The floodwaters eventually receded from Montego Bay, leaving behind mud-stained walls and broken memories. But what remained untouched was far more powerful. Love had walked through a storm that night. A husband had chosen courage over fear. A wife had chosen faith over panic. A family had chosen each other over everything else. Years from now, when their children speak of the Great Flood of 2025 in Jamaica, they won't only remember the rain, they will remember the night their father came home through the storm, and the way their mother never stopped believing he would.